Hi, my name's Tex, and the purpose of this video is to give you a brief overview of a brand new article spin software that's been developed by Jonathan Ledger. If you've ever worked with any of his products, you understand he puts together extremely simple but very sophisticated and useful solutions. I've worked with a variety of different spinners in the past. By no means a spinner, article spinner expert or anything like that, but I wanted to give you a quick look-see at some of the functionality that's here. Also understand this is kind of a moving target. This product's in beta and will be through the end of January, which also gives you a unique opportunity because you can get the software and use it for free during the beta. So it's something I would definitely encourage you to look into. But let's kind of look at how it works. First of all, it is a desktop-based product, but the Thesaurus, easy for me to say, is actually a database that's maintained on the internet and is being added to by all the different users. And that really is the biggest difference between this solution and every other spinner I've ever used, is that the quality of the Thesaurus is absolutely critical to saving time. Most of them you have to kind of self-teach, and it takes a long time to get that to work. And so just be aware that this one's got a massive Thesaurus that's already in place. There's all sorts of ways to leverage that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to retrieve a file that I haven't worked with before. This is just a PLR article that I had already had in place. Again, if we have a problem with the program not working in some area, I understand it is in beta at the moment. But this is, again, give you a quick overview how it works. So you can tell it what synonyms you want it to actually use, and right now we're seeing that it's going to use best, and that was a perfect example of something not working right now that it's in the actual Camtasia software. But I've set it to best synonyms. I'm going to tell it to go ahead and identify the synonyms. It's just going to go through the actual document, and based on synonyms that it already has in place, it's showing you all the different ones that would automatically be changed. In fact, if you just wanted to see what it would do with the default stuff right now, you can go right here to Spin Article, and it's going to immediately give us a variation on the article. I could create new spins just by going through that. But what we want to do is we want to go ahead and leverage the Thesaurus that's already there. Now, you can have it where it has your favorites, and what that means is when you go into to a particular word or phrase, you may have a specific set of responses that you would typically choose if you were there, and I'll show you how you do that. You can build a list of those, but you can also access everyone's favorites, and so it's a kind of a unique way, or kind of an easy way to get a lot of the what would be typically good favorites. So I'm going to click on Replace Everyone's Favorites just so you can see what that functionality does. And so that way, if someone else has worked with this kind of environment before, then it's going to go through and it's going to match up based on what's on the screen, the favorites for those synonyms that in fact make sense. This may take a little bit, so I think I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, so we're back now, and you can see that it's actually now automatically selected a series of different synonyms groupings for the particular words that were there. The syntax, as you can see, is curly brace, and it's got a vertical bar between all the different variations. So that just automatically did that. It's kind of a nice, easy way to do that if you want to. Or you can actually use just your own synonym. You could replace it with just your own favorites. I haven't used the software enough. I haven't created enough favorites, so it wouldn't have done a whole lot. So that's why I did it this way. So that was real simple. If you like the way that looks, then you can do it. Or to actually look at a particular word, you can double click on it, and then it'll bring up the drop down. So you can see here, these are the synonyms that are already in your Thesaurus at this point. So when you've got this up now, all you need to do is, okay, suffer, let's say, endure, experience, put up with, undergo. Those are the words that I would like to have it be able to spin through. Now I could, at this point, replace words, and it'd just be a single replacement. I can also save this for suffer. I could save these as my favorites, so I'll save that now. That'll be added to my favorite list, and I could do a replace all. So that's how you would do that. Now let's say, for example, what I'm really looking to do is I want to, and this is where it really starts getting powerful. I'm trying to find out, let's look at the entire sentence. Okay, you might be pleasantly surprised. When I actually mark a large enough phrase, then what it's going to do, it's going to actually allow me to go ahead and add a whole nother sentence in here. And as you can imagine, being able to handle sentences or paragraphs and giving them variations on those is going to give your article spinning content much higher percentage unique content. So it's really not just a synonym replacement or synonym spinner. Boy, those are fun to try to say. It also allows you to do the same thing with sentences and paragraphs. Really powerful stuff. And so this is kind of what it looks like. There's a whole lot more functions here than what I've shown you, but I wanted to give just an idea of what it would look like. Again, I can go to spun article here, and all it does is it just gives me one spin on it, and then I can do a new spin, and each time it's going to be different variations based on what I've got in my here. If you've got other spin content solutions that use this format, you could obviously then get them into those particular programs. So if you had an auto blogging solution that used this kind of syntax or a similar syntax that you could do replaces with, you could use it for that. I've also used it just for, in fact, for the Twitter tweets that I'm sending out with my Twitter accounts. I created a single sentence and then I spun it about 30 different ways real quickly. Just real easy things like that. So whether you're doing something simple like that with a Twitter post that you want to make unique and have multiple Twitter posts that are doing the same thing basically, whether you're doing articles, blog posts, whatever, this really is an extremely powerful but really simple solution to be able to go through and do all these different things. So that's about it. I just wanted to do a quick overview on this. There will be a link on this page where you can go click to go ahead and download the free beta version that you can use up through January 31st. I encourage you, if you're doing any kind of article marketing or if you're doing anything where you're trying to publish similar content but different variations on it with different keyword phrases, this will definitely be a huge time saver for you. This is Tex signing off. Have a great day.